Hello and welcome to the Boys Upstairs Show. This is the divisional round show. I'm in the Tallahassee studio. We'll go ahead and get into game one here. We have 4 games, no locks. All the games being talked about today. Game one in Kansas City, Jaguars at Chiefs. Chiefs are -8.5. Totals 52.5. We will go to Cam.
All right, so Jags Chiefs game. There's not much to say about this game. We already know who's gonna win. Chiefs are definitely gonna beat the Jags. The Jags aren't even supposed to be here, realistically speaking. I think it very well depends on Trevor Lawrence's performance. If he does anything close to what he did versus the Chargers, they are gonna get their ass blow the fuck out. I think the Chiefs take this -10.5, maybe -13.5. You want to get risky? I think the Chiefs got this one in the bag.
Hot teams tend to stay hot. A law of motion, an object that is in motion tends to stay in motion unless forced upon by a object. I don't know what the fuck it is, but all right, something like that.
Equal
I think
opposite motion, yeah. Mhm.
yep. But yeah, I think the Jags are gonna keep this close. 8.5 is a lot of points. That is a theme with all the spreads this week. A lot of points. A lot of points being put on the board. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Jags to cover this. I don't think they're gonna win, but I think they might come in and surprise some people.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Sam here. I think it's going to be a little bit closer than people think. But ultimately, my feeling is that the Jazz will keep it close, kind of like the Seahawks did, like up until half, and the Chiefs will just pull away. So I'm still going to take the Chiefs spread here. I would also look into the over. The Jags team they have a bend don't break defense. They tend to give up a lot of points early. So I feel like the Chiefs will capitalize off that. So I'm going to take the Chiefs and the over.
I'm going to go against what Nickson just said. I'm taking the under here. I'm not going to take a side because I don't like -8.5. But the under is 4-1 in the last 5 games between these two teams. I think the Chiefs might be a little rusty coming off the bye. I don't know. I don't like 8.5. Like, I don't really love the Jaguars enough to say they're going to cover, but the Chiefs don't really cover big spreads. So I'm just going to take the under 52.5, but I'm also going to throw in Jerick McKinnon TD if it's plus money. He gets a lot of touchdowns. So those are my picks.
Because of special information I have on Trevor Lawrence, I'm going to take the Jags here. I like the Jags. Don't be surprised when Trevor Lawrence comes out of nowhere and wins this football game. That's all I got to say.
Everyone is probably thinking they're hot. Trevor Lawrence doesn't lose on Saturday. They just came back in a great game, and that's exactly why they will lose by double digits. They are still the Jags. And I'm taking the over. I mean, this is two rather, not terrible, but two subpar defenses. Chiefs -8.5 in the over.
I'll go next. Take my picks with a grain of salt. I think I went defeated last week. 0 for 5, maybe 0 for 6. Good week for me. Coming off the bye, I think the Chiefs might be a little rusty. Jags played a hell of a game last week, so I think the Jags will cover the 8.5, but I think, like Sam said, that Chiefs will win.
Giants at Eagles Eagles are -7.5, totals 48.5. -7.5 is the second worst number you could see on the board, only second to -3.5. Eagles are at home, coming off a bye. Giants coming off a huge upset win against the Vikings. Shout out Jake for skipping the show again. We're gonna go ahead and throw it to Nickson here.
For a lot of people, the game of the week is probably going to be Bengals Bills, but for me, this is the game of the week. I'm going to take the Giants to cover the spread. I don't think they win, but it's going to be a really close game. I'm going to take the under here as well. I think it's just going to be a grinded out football game between these two teams. Two teams that have great front sevens. Two teams that like to run the ball very well. So yeah, I'm going to take the Giants to cover and the under.
I'm going to take the Giants to cover here. Daniel Jones is playing great. Thing that worries me the most is the Eagles and the big plays that they have when they play the Giants. It's like the Giants defense is just awful for some reason when they play the Eagles, but just simmer down the big plays, then they can get close for sure and cover the spread.
So yeah, and it's another case of a lot of points. 7.5 is a lot of points. So I'm going to take the Giants to cover here. And this Giants team, it's giving me kind of flashbacks of the Tom Brady era or the Eli Manning era when they kept beating Tom Brady. So who knows? The Giants might be someone to watch out for.
If they bring Meek Mill out, if the crowd gets into it, I just don't think Daniel Jones has that dog in him. Again, another off the stat sheet pick, but I'm going Philly here.
If they play Meek Mill, this spread should be like 10.5.
That is a factor. I'm taking the Eagles minus 7.5. I think that they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm predicting possible AFC champion or NFC championship, Eagles 49ers, and the Eagles win. But
It's a really hot take picking the top 2 seeds as the NFC championship.
I like the Eagles in this spot. Give me the Eagles. That's it. Not touching the total. 48.5 is a weird number in this game. I don't really like it.
The Giants remind me very much of the 2011 Giants. This is a team that they were 8-8, ended up in the Super Bowl, ended up beating the Patriots. Are you capable of winning 4 straight games or 3 straight games if you get a bye, but 4 straight games? And this Giants team to me just feels like a team that can win 4 straight games. Let's not forget last week of the season, the Eagles beat a Davis Webb-led Giants by 6 points when Jalen Hurts played the full game. I think that the Giants end up winning this game. I'm gonna take the over. I'm not the surest on it, but I'm going to take the over. I think a lot of points are going to be scored in this game. I think the Giants are going to have to beat the Eagles. And I think they win this game. So I'm taking the Giants to cover this spread. And don't be surprised if the Giants have some shit cooked up to lock up the Eagles.
I agree with Coby. I think the Eagles are a beatable team. I don't trust in the Giants enough. So I'm just going to stay away from this game.
No pick? No,
No pick.
No pick at all. Sean said, "Hell no."
Over, Sean, you gotta take it over or under or something.
Yeah, I'll take the over, I guess.
Unreal analysis.
That was the first no pick.
That was an unprecedented move by Sean there. No pick.
Let's go there.
Game 3 on the slate here. This game, highly anticipated. Bengals at Bills. Bills at home. Bills minus 4.5. Totals 48.5. We're gonna go ahead and give it to Sam here. He wanted to take first.
The key to this game, one word, emotions. Emotions are going to be huge in this game. Emotions are going to be flying around. Like I always say, you got to flush that out of your mind and remember that this is the National Football League and you're coming in here to win a football game. And I think the Buffalo Bills are going to do just that. Last week, they steadily outplayed the Dolphins, but I think it was when they took that big lead in the first quarter, I think it started getting into their heads a little bit. Oh, okay, we're going to play Kansas City in the AFC Championship. We're going to be good. And then Dolphins kind of snuck up on them, but towards the end, Bills got it back into their control. Shout out Kyrie, made a big play at the end, made 2 big plays to close it out for them. But yeah, both teams are super talented. Like I said, when we picked this game the other week, you'd be lying if you said you had some kind of tidbit on who's going to win this game and why, because they're both just very talented offenses, both very good defenses. So you never know what can really happen. But I think Sean McDermott's nailing it into the Bills' head that, hey, just because something happened to us and we fought back from it doesn't mean we're given to win everything. You got to go out and earn it every week. And I think the Bills are going to come out with some fire. I think Josh Allen's going to narrow down on the stupid mistakes he's been making because that's the biggest thing. I mean, he's arguably the best quarterback in the NFL when he's not throwing dumb interceptions and trying to do too much. Even though when he tries to do too much, a lot of time he can do it. But yeah, I think it's going to be a battle. It's going to be a fun one. And I think Bills are going to come out on top.
It's going to be a close game. I think the Bengals do get this one in a very close one just because of the fact that if Jalen throws an interception, if he throws red zone interceptions like he's been doing all season, then this game is easily going to go to the Bengals. But yeah, I think the Bengals cover, and I think the under will hit.
I got 2 points to make. The Bills are being led by a JUCO bandit. No one is stopping the Bills. Second off, wide receiver, Stephon Diggs, a WCAC legend, a DMV dog. He's not being stopped. That combo is winning the Super Bowl. They're winning this game, and then they're winning the Super Bowl. That's all I got.
I'm changing my pick because of that too.
Yeah, Joe just came in firing there. That was pretty impressive.
That was beautiful.
I'm just going to take the Bills too. Basically, for the exact same reasons Joe just said. I love Stephon Diggs. I love Kyrie. I love Josh Allen. I think the Bills are just the team of destiny this year for circumstances that they can't control, but I think they just have the extra motivation. And, it's going to be a dogfight. These are 2 really good teams. It's a playoff game, 4.5 point spread. No one likes to see that. But give me the Bills minus 4.5. Not going to touch the total. Could be a blowout. Could be 17-14 game. I don't know, but I like the Bills.
It's really hard not to like that team.
I feel like last week, Kyrie was the player of the game for the Bills. He made 2 huge plays that swung it completely in their momentum. I'm going to take the over. I think this could be a 31-34 game very easily with the offenses that they have. Yeah, I'm gonna just take the over on this one. This is going to be a great game. I feel like it's going to be a lot of scoring. Two great young quarterbacks. So yeah, we'll just take the over.
The Bills have been a good team for the last couple of years now, and they've been disappointing, you could say, but I mean, it's now or never with them, and I truly believe this is their year. It's destiny, and I think the Bills will win.
I might be the one person to ruin the Bills bandwagon, but I just don't think this is their year. They are a very Josh Allen dependent team. This is a team that needs Josh Allen to go forward. And Josh Allen is a terrific QB. I'm not taking away anything from him, but he is bound to make mistakes. He's a mistake maker. He learns and he does a lot of good things that go with that, like make up for the mistakes, and they go with the bad. But playoff time is a no mistakes made type of time. Like Sam was talking about before, he was bringing in Newton's laws and Jesus Christ and stuff. The Bengals are hot, and things that are hot tend to stay hot, or they're in motion and they stay in motion. Whatever we're saying here, the Bengals remind me of a team from last year that was hot and made the Super Bowl. The Cincinnati Bengals. They weren't doing too good in the beginning of the season. They picked it up second half of the season, and I think they're coming in hot, and I think that they are going to make it back to the Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm not going to say now that they're going to win it because it depends who they play, but I think they are going to be repeat AFC champions. You heard it here first when it doesn't happen. Bengals, I'm going to take the over in this game. This game just screams shootout, but over in this game for sure. And Bengals spread.
Game 4 on the slate here. We usually don't have a game 4 on the slate, so I don't really say that a lot. But game 4 on the slate here, Cowboys at 49ers, -3.5. Totals 46.5. We're going to go to Sean here. He's very, very passionate about the Cowboys and 49ers game. So go ahead, Sean.
I like to start this by saying I think we all owe Scott an apology. I think
no, we do not. No, we do.
No, we don't.
I think the majority of us hammered the Bucks, and
Not
we
me.
were blindly rooting for Tom Brady to pull off a miracle. I think we all knew in the back of our heads that they had a losing record and they were going to lose. But yeah, with that being said, the 49ers played a pretty flawless game. It was close, but they pulled away at the end. And I'm going to take them. I think Purdy just being very methodical and mechanical and hitting his guys, just not making any mistakes, will pull it out.
The thing with the 49ers is that damn defense, man. That damn defense is ridiculous. Like, DK Metcalf had the game of his life, and, the Seahawks put up less than 20, they put up 23, 24. Like, that defense, that front seven, even their safeties are great. So I see the Cowboys struggling to run the ball, and if the Cowboys can't run the ball, they're not going to win the damn game. So 49ers, and I'm going to go and take the over on this one too, because the 49ers put up a lot of points. So 49ers and over.
I'll follow you there, Nickson. This one's a really tough game to pick, and I'm surprised the spread's so close at 3.5. I don't know why, but something to me is just thinking that it's going to be a close one, and it's going to be a little bit of a rock fight. I don't know, because on paper, the Niners are the better team. At the same time, the Cowboys had a really good game on Monday, and the narrative's swinging in the Niners' direction. A couple extra days of rest. It's a short week for the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know, honestly. It just feels, something about me is feeling that the Cowboys are going to make a little bit of a run here. I don't think they make it past the NFC Championship, but I would not be surprised to see them win this game or at least make it really close. So I'm just going to go with them plus 3.5 here.
I honestly don't like the 49ers that much. I don't think they're a really talented team on offense. I'm going to go with the Cowboys because I think they have a higher potential. That's all I really got to say.
That is a wild, insane take.
That's clickbait.
They're definitely
Enthusiastic though, like I believe him. I want to join them, bro.
I'll jump in here next. I'm taking the 49ers -3.5, not just because I hate the Cowboys, because I think the 49ers are a much better team. I think that a lot of these spreads were like 7.5, 8.5. This one's only 3.5. It's a little weird. I think the 49ers, just because they have Brock Purdy doesn't mean they're not still an all-star team. I like 49ers a lot here. Not going to touch the total, but 3.5, I don't think is enough points. Give me the 49ers.
I like the 49ers in this game solely because their defense is remarkable, honestly. From DBs to backers, they play really good defense. So if they can just stop the Cowboys from scoring, then that's all they really got to do. The points are going to come with ease for the 49ers because there's really not much to their offense. You literally just get the ball out of the quarterback's hands, get it to the playmakers, and they're going to make the plays. It's Christian McCaffrey, Debo. Another off-topic subject relating back to the topic we were just talking about, I think Trey Lance should start for the 49ers in the home run.
That's the worst shit I ever heard in my whole entire fucking life.
But we could keep going. Whoever wants to go next, can go next.
We got
It's
a
a
lot
hot
of good
take
quick
kind of
picks.
What the fuck is going on with y'all today, man?
Got a lot of good.
You gotta give him time, bruh. He ain't even
No,
get
no, that was horrible. They lost to the Bears. No offense to Sam, but they literally were ass with Trey Lance.
Oh!
So it would have been a less hot take if you said fuck it, start Kittle in the Wildcat. Like that would have been a less hot take. The Cowboys, two good things can't happen in a row for them. We know the team that they've been all year. Dak Prescott's still an interception leader. This is a team averaging 36 points with Brock Purdy. So I definitely think the over is going to hit. That means Dallas just has to score 10 points. I don't even know if this game will be close. I think Dallas just played their great playoff. That was basically their Super Bowl, was to win a playoff game. Like, I don't think they have what it takes to keep going. I don't think they have the weapons. If CD isn't available, I don't know who they're throwing to. I guess I get that the other receivers were great against Tampa Bay, but that was against Tampa Bay. Most receivers have been great against Tampa Bay this year. So I'm taking the 49ers spread. I'm taking the over. This is about to be 49ers. I think they're just going to dominate this team. I don't think that the Cowboys stand any chance.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. Let's enjoy some divisional round football this weekend. A lot of great games on the slate, and like and subscribe.